If you've ever uploaded a file to Firebase and thought to yourself, why is this file duplicating? Or why is it not saving anything at all? This was the exact same issue that I ran into this week, and I'm going to present you with the pattern that I used to solve this real-world bug. This is not a tutorial, it's just a real-world fix from a real-world SaaS. So a little bit of context for you. I'm building a real B2B SaaS company. If you want to check out episode 1, please click on this card right here and check out the video. Anyway, companies have profiles. Companies have users, and all the users can edit that same company profile. Now, initially my business is catering to 2 different types of companies, so I decided, hey, I'm going to create 2 different page components. And you can kind of see where this is going. We got duplicated logic and we just got a whole lot more to debug. So I made the decision to refactor into one shared profile component. And yes, it made the code a lot cleaner. It made debugging a lot easier, and it made the code, well, should we say future-proof? But one thing I can tell you is it did show me something. My code was compromised. And it was specifically compromised to when I was saving or storing any sort of media in the Firebase storage, whether it be images or PDFs. So here's the core problem in plain English. When a user went to my dashboard, they had 3 types of files on the UX. They had files that were already saved in Firebase. They had files that were going to be selected to be saved in Firebase, as well as we had visual representations of the files that we already have there. And this is where the hiccup is introduced, because the backend is like, hey, come on, man, just give me a base 64 and I'll upload the rest. And when you don't do that, the system starts guessing. And when the system starts guessing, do you get a whole lot of problems. You get double duplications, you get partial saves, data's not even saved at all. And most of these bugs really only show up in production. The mistake wasn't Firebase. The mistake was classifying all these 3 files as the same kind, when they're really not. The files that are saved in Firebase, they're only reference files. The files that the user is selecting to be saved, now that is the actual file. And the visual representations, let's be real guys, that's just visual sugar. It's nothing of importance. The mistake wasn't Firebase. The mistake was with myself when I classified those 3 types of files as the same, when they're really not. A file that is saved in Firebase, that's just a reference file. A file that is selected to be saved, that is the actual file. And the visual aids, let's be real guys, that is visual sugar. But once we've separated and once we've classified the 3 types of file systems, from then on, everything got a lot simpler. Next decision, when should a file be uploaded? Now you would normally expect that as soon as you select the file, you should upload it then. And most people do that, but it is a trap. And the reason I say it is a trap is I want you to consider a couple of things. Hypothetical scenario, a user has uploaded a file and he decides to leave the page without saving, or the website crashes, or he edits something else and something gets lost in translation. We now have orphaned files in our backend with no references to them in our Firestore, and that is not what we want. So I came up with a new rule. Preview immediately, and once everything is satisfactory, only then do you upload. Already half the bugs have been solved with this simple solution. So here is the rule that keeps the system sane. 1 upload, 1 save, 1 backend write. There's going to be no guessing, there's not going to be no race conditions, there's going to be no partial data that's saved to the backend. It's very simple. Either everything saves or nothing changes. When the user clicks save, the front end sends one clean package. It sends the full profile data, a full list of files that need to be uploaded, and a full list of files that need to be deleted. There's no guessing, there is no partial data that's being sent. What happens then? The backend receives this code. It is first going to upload any new files that needs to be uploaded. It is then going to delete any files that have been in the deleted file categories. It is then going to compile a fresh new state of the profile, and it is then going to save everything like that. It's going to be one simple save. Easy, debuggable, and readable. This matters even more when a company has multiple users modifying the same profile. We will no longer run into references being lost, files not being uploaded, or the system just relying on timing or luck to get things sorted. It doesn't matter if one person is editing this profile or 5. It will simply just work. This system isn't flashy. It isn't clever, and trust me, the code is not even shorter, but it is correct. And this is what we need to apply when we are building our own real-world SaaS businesses, because correctness beats cleverness every single time. In the next video, I'll clean this up even further. Better visualizations, better modulation, and just better typing without over-engineering this application. So if you are also a builder, out there in the public building your own company, please subscribe. We can learn from each other. This has been episode 2, the refactoring.